Next, more of our musical tribute to Mavis Staples. And still to come, the music of the Eagles, the Kennedy Center Honors, only CBS. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy and Academy Award nominated actor, Don Cheadle.
1961 was a time for greatness. At President Kennedy's inaugural celebration, the glorious voices of the Staples Singers underscored his message of freedom. Just 2 years later, as the nation struggled to pull itself out of a shameful past, the singers would join Dr. Martin Luther King in his fight for equality. Their messages of truth and pitch-perfect harmonies demonstrated the tremendous power of art to inspire change. Mavis Staples is still out there on the battlefield, but in the beginning, she and the Staples Singers were there to ask the question, why am I treated so bad?
Why am I treated so bad?
Back in the 60s, when we met Dr. King, we went to Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. When Dr. King finished the sermon, he would go to the front door, shake the worshipers' hands as we filed out. And Pops stood there and talked with him for a while. We get back to the hotel, Pops said, listen, y'all, I like this man. I really like his message. And I think that if he can preach it, we can sing it. And we began writing freedom songs. He'd always tell Pops, now, Stape, you're gonna sing my song tonight, right? Pops say, oh yeah, doctor, we're gonna sing your song.
To help us celebrate the music that fueled the civil rights movement, please welcome Bonnie Raitt, Andra Day, and the Howard Gospel Choir as they take us back half a century to a place just a few short blocks from here.
The historians will be calling this not the peace generation, but the generation of integration.
We shall We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved like a tree planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Black and white together, we shall not be moved. Black and white together, we shall not be moved. Like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be march on Freedom Highway. March each and every day. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Just one thing I can understand, my friend. For some folks thinking freedom was not designed for all men. There are so many people living their lives for best, wondering in their minds, oh, it's gonna happen next. March on Freedom Highway. March each and every day. Made up my mind. I won't turn around. Made up my mind. I won't turn
The Kennedy Center Honors returns with a tribute to Al Pacino. And later, Ringo Starr celebrates the Eagles. Only CBS. The Kennedy Center Honors will continue here. Only CBS.
At 13, Al committed so profoundly to a role in the school play that when his character was supposed to get sick on stage, Al actually got sick on stage.
Please welcome Chris O'Donnell.
I consider it one of the great honors of my life to have had the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with Al Pacino in Son of a Woman. And I was so fortunate to have it happen so early in my career. Every day was an education, watching Al dig into the script for the smallest nuggets of gold as he prepared tirelessly for the role. His work ethic was and remains an inspiration. I remember sitting in my dressing room preparing for the scenes that day, completely distracted by the strange noises coming from the room next door. Did I have the wrong call sheet? With my ear pressed against the wall, I realized it was just Al, passionately rehearsing for scenes we wouldn't film for another 2 weeks. Acting is Al's life. It is the oxygen that he breathes. It's almost as if there is no Al Pacino, simply the being that inhabits the roles that he plays. And the one role that we know least about is the role of Al Pacino. So here with the story of Al's early life, as told by his dear friend Meryl Streep.
Alfredo James Pacino began his career in the living room of a South Bronx apartment. His performance was a devastating reenactment of Ray Milland's desperate search for a hidden bottle of whiskey. He was 5 years old. His adoring audience was composed of his Sicilian grandparents and his mother, Rose. Al loved the young method actors and was electrified by Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront. But it was another rebel, James Dean, that awakened something within him, something he wanted to be. As a teenager, Sonny, as he was called, dropped out of high school. Acting was his calling, and he was ready. He made his way to Lee Strasberg's Actors Studio, where Strasberg would famously say, "Some actors play characters. Al Pacino becomes them." After winning a Tony Award for Does a Tiger Wear a Necktie, he landed his breakout film role. These performances caught the eye of a young director who knew that Al was born to be in his next film.
Hey, it's good, huh? It's good.
Studio heads pushed for superstars Robert Redford and Warren Beatty. But with one scene, Alfredo Pacino, formerly nicknamed Sonny, whose grandfather came from Corleone, became a star. Fate? Huh.
And now, two-time Tony-nominated actor and two-time Emmy winner, Bobby Cannavale.
I don't think that there's an actor from the last 5 decades who hasn't been influenced by Al Pacino. He is the reason why I was drawn to this profession. And on film, in Danny Collins, I had the outrageous fortune of playing Al's son and ensuring a lifetime of text messages from Al signed Papa. On Broadway, in Glengarry Glen Ross, I got to work alongside Al and played his iconic character, Ricky Roma, and that was a trip. I mean, not that long ago, I was daydreaming that one day Al Pacino would just come and see me in a play. I can't begin to tell you what an honor it is for me to be here tonight and be here to salute Al, a guy who I've always loved and saw as really a hero of mine and became a great friend and a brother. Al will be the first one to tell you that the theater is where he goes to dream. It's where he received his education, found his life and his art. Of all the playwrights, the many playwrights Al has interpreted, he has a particular fondness for Shakespeare. So Al, we've invited 2 of our finest actors to pay tribute to you tonight with the words of the Bard. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony winner Lawrence Fishburne and Al's Tony-nominated co-star in The Merchant of Venice, Lily Rabe.
Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits and are melted into air, into thin air.
And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, ye all which it inherit shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on.
Congratulations on this honor, Al. The joy of sharing the stage, your home with you, was a privilege that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Thank you. We love you very much.
Al, Shakespeare is a better poet than we will ever be actors. And the vibrancy and emotion that you bring to his words and the work of other great playwrights is a revelation for all of us who love the theater. We love you.
The best thing an actor can do is a role in a play in front of an audience. And do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. It's like this. Movies are like a tightrope walker, only he's walking on a wire, which is painted on the floor. And that's the difference. At theater, the wire is up there. In the movies, it's on the floor.
This one time, I'll let you ask me about my affairs.
So in the theater, once you start, That's it. Now that causes you to have an excitement. That causes your body to change. The very chemicals in your body change. The adrenaline is different. You become addicted to theater if you've done it enough, because you get addicted to that excitement. You get addicted to that adrenaline rush. You get addicted to the point of no return. That's what you live for.
And now, please welcome two-time Academy Award winner, Kevin Spacey.
I am incredibly delighted to be here tonight as my friend Al Pacino gets his honor. It's my pleasure to teach all of you in this audience how to do the perfect Al Pacino impression in 3 easy steps. 1, where did it go? I call this step, where did it go? Because Al always seems to be looking for something that he's lost. Now, he doesn't necessarily know what it is, but he still can't find it. So, because you're all sitting, I'm gonna sit and help you learn how to do this. So you have to start by searching for something that has gone missing. Where is it? My wallet, my passport, my toothbrush, my lines, my performance. Whoa, where did that go? Step 2 is the surprise. Al, for some reason, always looks a little surprised. If you look at his face, it's like, what just happened? The last thing I remember, I was snorting a wheelbarrow full of cocaine in Scarface, and now I'm sitting next to the president. Whoa, how did that happen? And then finally, step 3 is the huff. Whoa. Al seems to have a lot of air. He's got to get it out. Whoa, hoo-ha. I blow it out, but it just comes right back in. Look, the reason that all of us love to do an impersonation of Al Pacino is because he has created characters that are unforgettable. And that's because for Al Pacino, it's not just business. It's not just business. It's craft. And I've been fortunate to know him a long time and work with him. I adore you. Congratulations, my friend. Roll the film. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. We got some lights. Got a couple of cameras. That's nice.
Attica! Al Pacino. Attica. Can you believe this? Al Pacino. This guy's the reason I became an actor. I'm out of order, Pear. You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order.
What is it with men and The Godfather, huh?
The Godfather is the I Ching. You're at war. It's not personal, it's business.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
I know it was you. You broke my heart. Say hello to my little friend! Say hello to my little friends! Say hello to my little friend! Say hello to my stinky little friend!
Hoo-ah! 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 Congratulations.
Anyone ever told you look exactly like Al Pacino? You know, Scent of a Woman? Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah!
From Scent of a Woman, Gabrielle Anwar and Chris O'Donnell. Ladies and gentlemen, two-time Academy Award winner, Sean Penn.
Perhaps there's no other actor alive whose diverse characters, voices from stage and screen are so indelible to those audiences as those spoken, listened to, acted by Al Pacino. They talk of being bitten by the acting bug. Man, this guy was bitten by the acting Godzilla. He makes the gods of acting smile. He's made the Tonys smile and the Academy Award. I was so privileged to work with Al, to work with an actor who was so in it. We love Al Pacino for his raw human spirit, for being that actor who never left the stage, but instead pushes it forward and shares it. And in film, Dog Day Afternoon, Scarecrow, Scarface, and Justice for All, the Godfather films, Glengarry Glen Ross, The Insider, Serpico, these are just the ones for which he didn't get the Academy Award. Well, there's a time for all of it to be honored. That's tonight, my friend, as Al receives our nation's highest creative recognition, the Kennedy Center Honor. Al Pacino.
Serpico! I'm a cop. Would you believe that?
Brother, you are going down.
Life's this game of inches. The inches we need are everywhere around us.
Aren't you going out today? With what, John? With what? They stole the Glengarry leads.
This guy is the ultimate insider. He's got something to say. He wants to say it. I want it on 60 Minutes.
All doctors believe they're God. They shouldn't, but they do.
Say, Roy Cohn, you are a homosexual. And I will proceed systematically to destroy your reputation.
I want a military funeral, and I'm entitled to have one free of charge.
There was one Napoleon, one Washington, one me.
In all the 5 boroughs, I'm known. Forget about it.
If you prick us, do we not bleed?
If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? Never give up your friends, Dave, no matter what.
Surprise. You wouldn't have buzzed me up if you wasn't gonna let me in.
I gotta tell you something. I got a crush on you. I have done some desperate, foolish things come 3 o'clock in the morning.
That, my friends, is called integrity. That's called courage. Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of.
Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you,
The world she's going.
Who put this thing together? Me!
In my home, in my bedroom where my wife sleeps.
Where my children come and play with their toys.
The Kennedy Center Honors returns with a thrilling tribute to Martha Argerich, plus Juanes and more celebrate the Eagles. Only CBS.
The story goes that when Martha was 2 years old, a little boy taunted her, saying, "I'll bet you can't play the piano." So she sat down at the keys, remembered a piece her teacher had played, and played it flawlessly.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Center Honors. Those of you watching the broadcast at home just enjoyed a brief commercial break. But here at the Kennedy Center, we were treated to a blistering performance of Life in the Fast Lane by Vice President Joe Biden. Thank you, sir. Our next presenter is renowned for his roles in The Fly, Jurassic Park, and Independence Day, a movie so popular they made a national holiday out of it. Please welcome Mr. Jeff Goldblum.
When it comes to interpreting the music of the world's greatest composers, no pianist has ever played with the spellbinding electricity of Martha Argerich. Her effortless technique brings a vibrancy and immediacy to pieces that are centuries old. Life runs through her masterful fingers with power and speed, liberating her unconscious feelings and igniting the passions of her audience. Martha is a wildly charismatic performer who is also the enigmatic figure once dubbed the Whirlwind from Argentina. Watch this.
Every performance is a part of my mother. You know, she just gives herself completely, you know. It's almost like, I wouldn't say it's a matter of life or death, but almost. It's almost like you're just naked there. And I think that people sense that.
She is considered one of the greatest pianists of the 20th century. When she plays, the world stops. It's so extraordinary and it's so simple. Just listen to her and you will see.
She will play the way she feels at that moment, and every concert is going to be different, so it's alive, you see? That's the thing. It's a living art.
To say that Martha Argerich was a child prodigy is to understate her gift. She was a beautiful blend of a demanding, ambitious mother and a footloose, beguiling father, and her talent was clear to all.
Esta noche, Martha Argerich